Welcome back to another episode. I'm going to get this real quickly. Real quickly. I've said that before. I don't know if that's proper grammar. But oh well. I'm not an eloquent man. I want to go over these numbers real fast if I possibly can, as this light is burning me on the top of my head. Got a little less hair, so, I want to look at these numbers. On May 19th, we talked about in Connecticut, the reopening and so forth, the mask mandates and no longer mask mandates, although I will get into a couple of things on that in another video that I noticed that was interesting. Some people are still requiring. And I'm going to be talking about that in another video too, with the HIPAA laws and where I think it could possibly change, where your privacy will no longer be privacy. Brother Brian has done a video and I have not gotten to it, and I was going to listen to it, and I cannot remember the title. He just came out with it today. Interesting stuff. But before I worry about that right now, I'm going to talk about these. Now, May 19th in Connecticut was it. That was the change. If you watched my video the other day, you'll notice that we had cases, we had tests, we had hospitalizations, and this death count here at 8,154. Now, again, if you were watching my video, it was 8,204. Not sure how that happened. So, what happened? So, we look at this 8,204, which is when you look at the totals on the website in the top part, which I'm going to go into in a second. I'll do the whole minimize the screen again, as unprofessional as it is, but I don't want to edit right now. I don't want to go through all that. I want to get this information out as quickly as possible. Here, if you count these numbers up, they actually equal 8,154 if you count these numbers up. So it does not match 8,204. And I showed that in the last video. I brought you right to the website, Connecticut Department of Health, and you saw it for yourselves. Sometimes you got to see it, their numbers instead of my numbers, and see what's going on. Now let's go to today, May 21st. It's a Friday. I'm going to show you on the screen again. So the the cases went up, the tests went up, the hospitalization went down, and look, 8,212 deaths. That's what they've got listed. But you're going to find out pretty quickly that the numbers are exactly the same. So these numbers did not change on their website for 2 days. But these did. So do not tell me that, maybe they just haven't updated the numbers in a couple of days. Well, they had the time to update these numbers. Why not these numbers? Okay, so we see that right here. We see it. We see it exactly the same. Not only did the death counts not change here, neither did the cases. Look at that. Exactly the same numbers. Exactly the same. You telling me that none of this is political and beyond the political realm? This is a setup created, designed, controlled by Satan. The devil's got his hands in this. If you're a Bible believer, you know that the devil has his hands in it. And if you're not a Bible believer, whose hands you think is in this? Huh? Whose hands do you think? Well, I guess he doesn't have physical hands. He's going through. How is that possible? So what else are they willing to lie about? They can't keep the numbers right. All right, I'm going to go to the screen right now. I'm going to minimize the screen and do a poor job. I'm going to do a poor job, and unprofessional, at lowering the screen. I'm going to move that webcam a little bit down, and you get to see my research in the background. Don't know what it is. Okay. So let's lower this down. Not sure why it's not lowering down. There we go. And I cannot seem to get this in. Well, that is an interesting situation. So I apologize for the... This is quite interesting. Alright, so I guess I can bring it here, but that's not going to work. I brought from one screen to another. It's not working. So So, I do apologize because at the moment I cannot seem to pull it up, which is fascinating. So you're going to have to let me apologize for this. I am not, and my computer is on the glitch a little bit. Well, that is an interesting turn of events. I guess we can talk about this as I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. I'll move this screen over to there. Let's see if I can pull this back up. I can exit out of this. I will bring this over. That's right. Doing technical difficulties in the middle of the progress. So, I don't know what happened to my screen. Well, ain't that something? Well, I am sorry, folks. This is an interesting turn of events. All right, well, unfortunately, I can't seem to pull this up in this video. So, you'll have to take my word for it, which is strange. But okay, I'll just read it off to you. So, it's 346,325 cases. 9,000, what you got written behind me. So there was 4 deaths in the past day. So when we scroll down, we see all the same numbers, and I wish this was on here. So I'm going to go ahead and just maximize this screen back up, because for some reason, I can't get what I'm looking for on the information there. So, do you not realize that something nefarious is going on here? You don't think something's going on? Now, I'm going to talk about HIPAA violations tomorrow's video. I'm going to have a little more time to dig into that. But if they're willing to lie about this, what are they willing to lie about? Clearly, they're not telling you the truth, because if you've got 8,212 deaths, yet when you add these numbers up, they come out to 8,154. You don't think that's a problem? I guess now that they lifted the mandate, suddenly lives don't matter to them. We're not going to keep track anymore until the last second when the numbers change. Numbers will change. When you have a chance, I want you to go over to a channel, King James Video Ministries, online ministries. A gentleman named Brian Denlinger got some great information over there. And he beat me to the punch a little bit on a video he did today. I'm not jealous. I'm glad that he's got it out there. But I was going to talk about the same thing that's happening. He's got 2 years on people dying. Or possibly dying. I've been telling people to watch anyone that you know that's been vaccinated for 5 years. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that is when you're going to see happen. I'm still on the 2027 time frame in my head. I don't know why, and I'll never know why. 2027, I just feel is going to be something huge is going to happen. Not that anything huge is already not happening. But people are going to die from these vaccines. I agree with Brian Denlinger. I agree with him absolutely on this one. Now, do I agree on everything? No, I'm a little on different sides of the fence on some things. But how can you not look at what's going on and not know what's going on? Do you see what I'm saying? I hope tomorrow when I do this video, I'll try to pull this up, or maybe I'll make a video and then pull it up in the video and show you the numbers of yesterday. I don't know if it's going to work. I'll do my best. If you're not saved, if you've not found God, you've not come to God, I would do so. Maybe it's out of desperation you can call. Nothing else is going to work for you in this world. No Republican, no Democrat's going to save you. It's not happening. None of them have what it takes. None of them have the ability to bring you here. This book, all the answers that you refuse to listen to. God bless. I love you. Be careful. This world's out to get you. I'm sorry, but it's true.